Here's how to be a master UX moderator. Hello and welcome, Nate from Usalytics here. Thank you so much for watching the video. Today we're going to be going over the tips for conducting effective UX interviews. And by the end of this, I promise you'll be a master UX moderator. Let's go ahead and jump in. Okay, great. So first things first, before we actually get to the moderated interview, we need to plan and prepare thoroughly. So first we want to understand the objectives of the study, right? What are we trying to get out of the research? Maybe what are our hypotheses, different questions that we want to ask, what we're trying to get out. Be clear about what you want to learn from the interview. All right, next we actually need to develop the script. It's really important to actually have a script developed. We want to have some questions ready to ask in the study. We don't want to just get in there and start winging questions. We want to have a plan of action of how we're going to actually conduct the study. You don't have to make everything super templated, but a good idea to have those kind of main objectives outlined. And again, tailor those questions so that we can make sure that we're covering what we're actually looking to get out of the study. All right, thorough preparation and planning is just going to ensure that you get really, really good insights. Okay, moving right along, now we need to build rapport. So we're actually in the session with the participant. And first, we want to make sure that we show empathy. So this is really important. Make a little small talk at the beginning of the session just to put the participant at ease, right? We don't need to initially just jump right into really deep feedback-driven questions, whatever we're doing for the study. So we really want to make sure that we ask them maybe a little bit about themselves. We explain a little bit about ourselves as well. We just kind of have a nice, easy conversation, and that's going to allow the participant to open up a lot more later. All right, really important that we use both of our ears, right? 2 ears, 1 mouth. We want to have active listening on the call. It's not about us asking the right questions or giving the perfect instructions. We just want to give the participant a chance to shine, and they will really open up a lot more if you show visual and nonverbal cues as well, that you're really interested in what they're saying. So really be engaged in the conversation. Try not to think about what you're going to ask next. Try to be really present in the conversation. All right, really important here, try to avoid leading questions and also try to avoid biasing questions. We want to phrase our questions very neutrally so that participants feel comfortable, and also we're not biasing them into a certain answer. So for example, we would want to avoid asking them, what do you dislike about this asset? Let's just say we're doing a usability study. What do you dislike about this website? Instead, we want to say maybe what do you like or dislike, right? We give them the option. We're not going to lead them to a positive or a negative answer. All right, show empathy, active listening, avoid leading questions. This is how, as a moderator, you're really going to build rapport with the participant and allow them to give their best answers. Hey, real quick, Nate from Usalytics here. Thank you so much for watching the video. Just wanted to say, if you need help building your UX studies or you want to scale your UX research team, email me right now at nbrown@usalytics.com so that we can get connected. I'm always here to help, and it's free to get started. Now let's get back to the video. Okay, let's do a little facilitation skills, right? So this is how we're gonna be, this is really next level moderating skills right here. First is gonna be digging deeper into topics, right? So as the participant does something maybe unexpected, maybe they give a really insightful feedback, we wanna ask them a little more about that. We wanna dig a little deeper. We're not just gonna move on to the next question. We're gonna try to understand what happened. Now, be careful. We don't wanna initially jump right on that insight because it may prevent them from giving more insights, right? So kind of let them do their thing, maybe make a note, and then come back to that later and say, hey, I saw you did this. I wanna understand a little bit more about maybe why you went that route or why you did that or why you said that. So definitely dig a little deeper, especially on the things that are most important in research. Also, we're gonna wanna guide the conversation back on track if things get a little too far outside, right? So the participant, sometimes people go a little bit off the rails. They start explaining things that aren't really relevant to the study. And we're gonna wanna just gently, politely steer them back. Hey, appreciate you going through that. Have a question here, I wanna go back to this. Okay, don't let participants just start, rambling on about different things, but also don't cut them off too early. Again, because that could potentially lose rapport with the participants. So nice and easy, bring them back to the conversation. Okay, flexibility and focus are really important on both here, right? We definitely want to focus on the key items of the study, but we also want to be flexible and kind of let things go a little off track. And that's why it's important to have that script, because as needed, we can always find the next question and move back to the study. All right, review and improve, right? You're never going to be perfect. You're never going to get it right the first time, especially early on. So watch the sessions back and really try to identify areas that you can improve. Don't just watch the participant and what they did, watch yourself as well and say, hey, where could I have maybe gone a little deeper? What question could I ask that would have maybe drawn them out a little more? Or where was I maybe biasing them in the study? Watch these, watch yourself back, find different ways that you can improve. Very important to do this. But overall, don't take yourself too seriously. At the end of the day, UX is all about having fun. And if you're relaxed and smooth and enjoying your time, the participant is going to respond accordingly. But if you're very tense and tight and very choppy with your questions, that's going to show in the participant's feedback. So obviously we need to have good participants, we need to have a good script, but it's almost as important that you're comfortable in making the participant feel comfortable as well. It's a great idea to practice, maybe find like a friend, family member, or a colleague at work and just practice on doing moderated sessions with them. The more you practice, the more you'll become a master. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I just wanted to give you guys the opportunity to connect with me. If you're ever interested in asking me some questions, or maybe you'd like to practice, I'm more than willing to help. I won't charge you guys anything to do it. I'm always here to help you guys. If you wanna reach out, my email is nbrown@usability.com. You could always give me a call, 786-508-1715. That's my direct line. You can go ahead and give me a call if you got any questions, or maybe you're looking for a user research platform to conduct moderated studies through. You need some recruitment help, or you want something that's going to be a little faster when you're collecting those insights post-session. Reach out. Usability is a really powerful platform, and I can get you hooked up there. If you're ever interested in watching more videos from me, I have a couple of different social medias: Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook. They're all UX_Nate if you want to find me. Again, my YouTube has got plenty of different videos. Go ahead and like, share, and subscribe if you're enjoying the videos. Until then, I'll see you in the next one. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. I hope it was super insightful for you. Just wanted to say one more time, if you needed help with anything related to UX, email me at nbrown@usanalytics.com so we can get connected. Now, until the next video, I hope you have the best day ever.